Hello everyone, welcome back to another weather forecast here by the Hurricane HQ. And today we're going to be going over today's severe weather threat and the current US weather. Also, before we start, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell to never miss the next weather update. So first, we're going to take a look at the latest Storm Prediction Center outlook for May 18th, 2021. And as you can see, we have a slight risk for some severe weather. This is actually a continuation of the severe weather outbreak that happened yesterday and last night in this region over here. So now all that severe weather is pushing into this region, and we have a severe weather threat. Again, definitely not as high as yesterday, but a slight risk is definitely a pretty good chance we're going to be seeing some strong severe storms, maybe even a few spin-up tornadoes are possible. Although I would definitely not say this would be a severe weather outbreak. We also have a marginal risk surrounding this slight risk area here. Extends all the way up into about Oklahoma and Kansas there. And you can see we have a chance for some severe weather also in the very, very, very eastern part of this Florida Panhandle, southern Alabama and southern Mississippi, and very eastern Louisiana. We have that chance for some scattered severe weather in that region. And we have our general thunderstorm risk here. Nothing severe is really expected in that very light green. But maybe a few severe storms are possible, maybe scattered near the marginal risk. We also have another general risk in the northeast here. But again, not too worried in the northeast. It's a pretty nice day, along with the west coast. Again, pretty nice day. If we take a look at our tornado risk, you could see pretty low, which is the good news. Only about 2% chance for all regions here in this green color. We move on to wind risk. Definitely not as high as yesterday. Maybe a 5 to 15% chance in this yellow area here. I'm saying 5% chance in this brown area and a 15% chance in this yellow region here. We also have the hail risk, which is literally almost exactly the same. You can see right here, 15% chance of hail over 1.5 inches there, and then that 5% chance in that brown region. And going back to the winds, these chances are for winds over 60 miles per hour within these thunderstorms. So now let's take a look at our current U.S. watches and warnings. So you can actually see here we have a giant flash flood watch in effect for parts of Louisiana, and a lot of the southeast. You're in flash flood warnings, watches, and advisories, and a lot of flooding is possible because the ground is very saturated. So definitely, if you're in those regions, you better be ready for some flash flooding. We also have a whole bunch of gale warnings and small craft advisories in the West Coast and the Gulf. Luckily, most of the entire East Coast here is going to be beautiful day in the eastern U.S. We also have some fire weather alerts in these regions as pretty dry. It's going to be pretty dry, and fire weather is a concern. If we move on to our satellite here, you can actually see we have that low pressure system, which is actually going to be bringing a lot of cloud cover and thunderstorms. Right here are those thunderstorms that we're watching. The threat is going to die out by tomorrow, it looks like, if we actually move to the day 2 outlook. It's mostly just going to die out by tomorrow. Probably late afternoon to evening. It's going to die out today. But you can see, again, that's severe weather. We won't be doing any live coverage, most likely. Maybe if there's a tornado, we might. But most likely no live coverage today. But then again, we will be posting on Twitter about this, and maybe we might even do another video on it this evening, talking about an update. So yeah. Also, if we head over to our current U.S. conditions, and we're just going to take a look at what's currently happening, you can see we have pretty light wind speeds around the U.S., especially the east and west coasts. The wind speeds for you are definitely pretty low. There, we have the strongest of the winds look like more in the center of the U.S. here. We have the strongest of the winds, and if we actually take a look at our wind gusts, you can see strongest of the wind gusts maybe more north. Now, if we actually go take a look at our temperatures here, you can see it's going to be a pretty nice day today. definitely most of the U.S. is going to be way above average, especially the eastern U.S. are going to be very above average temperatures. And we're seeing warm temperatures all the way into Canada today, so definitely. The only area that's going to be a little bit below average is going to be the very northwest U.S. But most of the U.S. is going to be pretty warm today, so definitely recommend you go head outside and just enjoy the temperatures. Even if you're in southern Canada, temperature in the 70s, maybe even 80s. So definitely enjoy the day, everyone. It's going to be an amazing day for you guys. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at our current humidity. Humidity is pretty low around the U.S. Hopefully we're going to be seeing this increase a little bit because we don't want 0% humidity at all. So pretty low humidity except in the central U.S. where we have a bit higher because of those thunderstorms and all that stuff. But pretty low humidity, so that's pretty good for some. If we take a look at our current waves, you can see in the Atlantic we do have that low pressure system here bringing some waves up to about 20 feet. So yeah, and also on the west coast we have those pretty high waves, maybe up to 10 feet. So that's what's triggering those gale warnings, strong winds, and those kind of waves. So yeah, that's mostly what's happening in the marine world. If anyone does actually want a tutorial on how to use windy.com, the website I'm looking at right now, there's actually a video. I'll actually put the link on a card that'll be somewhere. The link will be somewhere right here. But yeah, that you can watch that video for some information and just basically everything you need to know about windy.com, the free version. You can get all this stuff for free, and definitely a great website. So definitely recommend you watch that video. Also, heading over to the National Hurricane Center, pretty soon we are going to be posting tropical updates on our page. Because you can see right here, we have an area to watch. Now, this is pretty low. There is only about a 20% chance of it forming in the next 5 days. But then again, we're seeing things forming in the Pacific Ocean, so I mean, maybe we might have to be watching this. We actually are going to be posting information on our Twitter page, the Hurricane HQ Pacific, on Twitter. We'll be posting updates on this disturbance one here. But yeah, we will really have to be watching this area for some tropical development, as it's pretty likely that we're going to be seeing a whole bunch more tropical waves after this one popping up eventually. Now, if we actually head back to the Atlantic here, luckily there is no tropical cyclones forecasted for the next 5 days, which is good news. But then again, we are seeing tropical waves moving through this region here. And if you actually want to track tropical cyclones and stuff like that, definitely consider checking out our website, thehurricanehq.org. We have interactive radar. We have a whole bunch of resources, so definitely recommend you check that out. So that's going to wrap up today's video. I'm actually going to show everyone one more thing. I'm actually going to show everyone the current basin here, the tropical Atlantic. Whoops, wrong satellite imagery here. Eastern. So here's actually the Eastern Pacific satellite here. Right here you can see that is that area we're watching. Right here, that is this is our second tropical wave that could form this year. The last one did form, Andreas. It became a tropical storm, so that one was pretty low chances too. So this one definitely does have a chance, as usually it might actually form after the next 5 days. But yeah, that's basically what's happening. If we actually check out the Atlantic satellite real quick. This is what's currently coming out of Africa. So as you can see, we have a few, like right here, we actually have a tropical wave we're going to be having to watch here. But yeah, we really have to be watching the tropical Atlantic, because pretty soon we could be seeing some tropical cyclones beginning to form. So yeah, that's going to wrap this video up. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I do recommend everyone subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 200 subscribers, and that is a pretty big number. So hopefully we can reach that goal by maybe June, maybe the start of the Atlantic hurricane season. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and if you want to join our Discord server, it's actually a really great place to chat about weather. That is the link for that is in the description. We just passed 65 members. So yeah, it's growing and it's a pretty big community, so definitely recommend you join that. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching, and have a nice day.